Hello, Marie. Good morning. So it's a little chilly out there today. I'm doing fine. I just got done mowing. I know it's Sunday, but Friday it was windy and I could have, but I just didn't feel like it. So yesterday I went down to help move mother-in-law's stuff into her apartment. They're going to move her from rehab from the hospital to her apartment Wednesday. So it really looks nice. She's on board with it. She has finally figured out that the house is too much. And I guess she is walking some with a walker, of course, but it's only been 2 weeks today. So, uh, you know, I, I was 53 when I had my hip replaced. I didn't break anything. My cartilage wore out and I was bone to bone. So they replaced mine. And in 27 days, I was walking without a walker or a cane. So she's 86. So Pam's still down there. Hello, Brandon Brown. How are you this fine day? So anyhow, she won't have to mess with the yard. I don't think she'll have to cook. And she'll have people to take care of her. When she gets to where she can drive her car, she's still got her car. Well, hello, Iron Dog. Uh, Iron Dog, you're more than welcome to come up if you say the word. She's getting better, I think. I haven't actually seen her. I didn't go clear to the hospital. I only went to her house, and there was I don't know all the family that could be there, and then there was another guy that was helping, and we moved her in 2 trips. Hello, hairballs, Tim's World. My brother-in-law has got this trailer that's covered. It did rain. It didn't stop us because we could put it in the trailer. We backed up to, or he did, backed up to the front door of her house and then backed up to her porch, and we could carry it right in her back door. And we've got it pretty well upset, pretty well set up, and it really looks nice. She's got 2 bedrooms. She has 2 baths, and she'll have round the clock care until she can do it on her own. So I'm tickled to death. Our dog, do you want to come up? Say the word, man. I'll send you the link. I didn't get up in time today to see your live stream. I apologize about that. Okay, I understand, Iron Dog, but I just want you to know that you're always welcome. Hello, Aaron Willis. So glad to have you in the chat. Awesome. You are a faithful follower, Aaron Willis, and I appreciate that. Everybody that's in here, it helps. Yes, Iron Dog. I support yours a lot of times. Even if I can't sit there and watch, I'll turn it on and let it run. So anyhow, I've always been against mowing on Sunday, but it's going to rain tomorrow, and it just looked awful. And I just thought, I can do this. And then that'll give the Christians something to look at as they're coming into church. Hello, Maniac Grammy. Okay, well, don't be texting and driving. No, no, no. It is cold out there. I think it's in the 40s. Well, good deal, Brandon. Say a little prayer for my mother-in-law, would you please? Her name is Ruby. Oh no, she got caught texting or talking. Oh my. Aaron, I really do, when I feel like it, I really do like to mow. It gives you a sense of pleasure, you know. It makes you feel good to make your yard look nice, to take care of it. And it's just the little things, like cutting that one blade of grass around that post or down the driveway or whatever. It's it's not growing just yet like it's supposed to. Uh, got a lot of weeds out there. The Zoya grass hadn't come in. The ground's too cold yet, and when it comes in, it chokes the weeds. Hello, Alex. How are you this fine, outstanding day? Just 1 week from Easter. Oh, I know. They text and drive and all that. I don't text. I will a little, but I don't do it driving. Well, I don't have 15 acres, Grammy, but you got a beautiful place. All I have is a little corner lot. The taxes is within reason that I can handle. Um, Man, the insurance is a whopping battle. Okay, get you some McNuggets. Well, hello, Allie. You're just looking lovely as ever. I copied that from Iron Dog, but you're such a pleasant person. We really love you, me and Pam. Pam's not here, but we really do. We appreciate you all the time. That's great. Yeah, we're all your friends, Allie. Tickled to death to see you. Marie's dancing. Well, hello, Grizz. You hang on just a minute. I've got the money, Grizz. If you've got the time, I'll get that link sent to you right on time. Okay. Oh, I just lost 6 people from my singing, but that's all right. It's all right now, Mama. It's all right, son. Okay. All righty now. Grizz, you're on, man. It's all about you now. You'll pay the fine. Well, I won't get a copyright strike if I sing. Oh, it's Sunday. Heavenly sunshine, glory divine. There he comes.
Morning, Kim.
Well, good morning, Grizz.
It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day to be alive.
Let me see where I want to set this camera stand down at. All right.
April the 28th, and I had to mow my yard with my flannel coat. I didn't put my hoodie up. I thought about it. Oh, my heavens. Hey, there is John.
Sorry, folks, I can't see chat.
Oh, they're just saying all kinds of things about you, Grizz.
No, it's all right.
You can see chat if you get my phone. You can borrow it.
No, I'd have to get the laptop. I can't. The cell phone, the chat on the cell phones are too small for me to read anyway. Shut up, King Shit. I told you that he's graduated from chicken shit to king shit, didn't I?
No. How did that happen?
Kim?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Tell me the story.
Well, he beat the crap out of Fat Boy, and now he's no longer chicken shit, he's head shit.
Okay, John, if you change your mind, you got a link. I'll be on here for probably another hour. That's fine, John. Talk to us. I already sent it, John. Too late. I done 10-4 Well, Grizz, I went yesterday to help the family move mother-in-law stuff.
I figured that. How did that go?
Well, it went really well. We had enough help that, it was pretty good. And Pam's sister, man, you talk about a, a workaholic. Pam says sergeant in arms. But she knew exactly every piece of furniture or whatever we moved of where it was going to go in that apartment.
Cool. Kept it
And
well organized then.
oh yeah, well organized. Her and her husband, my sister and brother-in-law, has got this covered trailer, and when you open the door, it folds down and it's a ramp, and you can just walk right up in it. And it tried to rain, but it didn't bother us because everything was covered. And it was pretty unique. If you went to get in the trailer and somebody was carrying something out, you just took it, and they went and got something else, or vice versa. If I was carrying something else out, they grabbed it, they took it, I went and got something else. I mean, it was just a boom, boom, boom. And I had to take the bed rail, the headboards off of the bed rails. So I went and put that back together. They got hold of it not that long, but we got it.
Cool.
So then when they made the second trip, I told them, I said, I'm not going on this trip. You guys can handle it.
Yeah. So did she get all moved in now? Is she staying there, or is it going to be another day or two?
They have got her stuff ready. She is not going to move in until Wednesday. She can stay at the hospital until Wednesday. Medicare is going to kick her out.
Yeah.
Jenny, hello. Welcome. I did check. I am one of your supporters.
As you can tell, it's a beautiful day here. It's still a little bit chilly out.
Yeah, it's chilly. I did not. I could have mowed Friday, but it was very windy. I could have mowed. I didn't want to. And then yesterday I was gone. I don't like to mow on Sunday, but it's going to rain tomorrow, and I wanted to get it done.
Well, Kim, those robotic vacuums that they have, you just plug it on in and then it just vacuums at will or whatever. You program it when you want to vacuum. Don't they make something like that for a little mini lawnmower that's electrical and it'll go out there and mow your yard the same way?
Yeah, they do. They're probably about $3,000 or $4,000.
Oh, your money bags.
Yeah. No, I got a Cadillac to pay for.
See, now you start saving your YouTube money and you can tell YouTube, this is what you got me.
Yeah, right. I could do that in 20 years.
Yeah.
But I do have another $43 in my piggy bank.
Awesome.
So I've collected $300 now.
My income is starting to drop now on YouTube because I don't put very many videos up on that channel. I'm down to only making about $55 a month now.
Okay.
and dropping slower. And by the time I get my next video out, it'll probably be down to $30 or $40 a month. Well, I just need to get more videos on it.
I don't actually need the money, but I'm not going to snub my nose to it either.
I'm the same way. I don't need the money. That's why I'm not using it for any of my living expenses. I'm using it for toys like the postal logger. I didn't have to have the postal logger, but it was just an attachment that I wanted, been wanting for a long time. It's not something that it's needed. I figure, well, why not let YouTube buy the toys that I want?
There you go. So you can put your fence to this post and leave it up, right?
What's that?
Okay, you put posts in the ground, you're going to put a fence to it to keep the deers out.
Yep. And I already done that, but this one is a temporary one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I didn't have time to get everything. I didn't have the wood, all the fence posts milled, everything that I wanted for it. So I mean, next year, now that I got this temporary fence out, and it will be good for a year. Now, in the next few weeks, I'll start being able, as I pull out more redwood or cedar, I'll mill that into the post that I want, the 6x6 post, and then I'll mill the boards for the rails on it, and I'll have a whole year now to get the outer fence. I'm going to put another fence out bigger around it. It'll make my garden quite a bit bigger, and that fence will be permanent.
Okay.
And then I'll be putting up a sectional fence on inside the garden to where if I want to run, I'll let one end of the area of the garden rest, but I want to let the chickens run in that area to fertilize it and stuff. I'll be able to section off sections of the garden with temporary fence in between.
Okay. Lucky 7, is that RV Lucky? Somebody different.
Huh.
Nope, that's somebody different. But anyhow, welcome. I am a supporter. You've got 891 supporters.
John couldn't stay away.
No, he couldn't come up.
Hey, John. No, he's here.
Yeah,
Oh, he's here. Well, I told you if you wanted to come up, you're more than welcome.
I'm gonna be busy today.
Well, I hope so.
Yesterday I got called into work. I couldn't even do my editing.
Okay.
When my coworkers got called out 15 minutes before his shift.
I'll be right back. I got to grab another cup of coffee.
Oh, that's pretty good, Iron Dog. I just caught that. Grizz cut a hole in his wife's throw rug and put it on for a you know what it is.
Wait a minute, Iron Dog's on here?
Poncho.
Wait a minute,
Hello,
Iron
Big
Dog's
Steve. Oh, I seen you earlier and I didn't mention your name. I apologize.
Wait a minute, Iron Dog's in the chat?
Yes, Iron Dog's in the chat.
What up, Iron Dog? Sorry I couldn't make it to your stream. I've been busy with work. And yes, I'm
that's good.
Return to work.
You got to keep that working class going.
Yeah, I gotta bring my hours up.
Well, you should be coming up a little more. I went ahead and opened another one for you. So whether it counts or not, I'm doing 48 hours a day for you. I don't think they count all of it, but it's there.
Can't even see the chat because I'm on the app, not on my computer. because I'm getting ready to go to the mall.
So Keith is in here, Iron Dog.
Yeah, Keith said,
I gotta tell you, Kim. The other day, I was in Iron Dog's chat, and I mentioned that I made a comment being that government screws everything on up, no matter what they put their hands on into. I thought that they had to phase out Social Security, shut it down. And I don't mean this overnight. It might take 20, 50 years, but we need to get it back into where everybody takes care of themselves. It's a lot cheaper rather than have government manage our money. One of the chatters on in there accused me of being a Bernie Sanders supporter. Said I was a liberal. Can you believe that?
well, I hope you are.
Well, I'm a liberal, all right. Not a liberal sense of what people call liberals. I believe in liberty. I believe in the Constitution.
There you go. Hello, Rosanna.
That's what liberal actually stands for, is liberty. And I don't want to take anybody's liberty away. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people on both parties that are not liberals, that claim to be liberals and claim to be conservatives and all this stuff. But it's all false claims. But we won't get into there. Let's not get into politics.
I do want to tell you what Iron Dog said.
What did he say?
Your wife's going to get mad at you for cutting a hole in her throw rug and putting it on for a poncho.
I'd seen that.
You hear that, hon? What? Iron Dog says this was your throw rug, and she's going to get mad at you. You're going to get mad at me for cutting a hole in your throw rug and use it for a poncho. Yeah, she needs to get another throw rug, a bigger one for me next time.
Well, hello, Adam. How are you this fine, outstanding day?
So are you getting ready for the Dega race?
The race today?
Yeah, it's Dega.
Well,
Echo 500.
Yep.
If I can find time in my busy schedule, I might watch it.
I ain't gonna watch it because I'm be busy.
My eyes might be closed.
Sleeping. Just like my grandfather, he's gonna be sleeping during the race.
Well, I did learn some new history about Talladega this week. That place was when they first started it, when Brian France first opened that track, they couldn't keep tires on the vehicles, and all the drivers said that they weren't even going to race. They said if they couldn't have tires, they wanted to postpone the race until tires could be made. And Brian France said he was no way going to postpone the race, and so all the drivers pulled on out, all except for one or two. So in the first Talladega race, the whole field was just a bunch of nobodies out there that nobody ever heard of. And but fortunately, and back then, Firestone and Goodyear both supplied tires for NASCAR. And Firestone says we can't create a tire, and we're not going to kill somebody in this race over tires. We're not going to be a part of it. So they pulled on out of that. And Goodyear at the last minute came up with the tires that could withstand the track at Talladega, and that's why Goodyear has got the contract with NASCAR where nobody else can compete now.
Well, they used to race in the sand.
Oh yeah, I would love to see back that NASCAR get back to that. The tracks with the type of tracks that they used to have.
Well, I'll bet you
they used to race at Wilkesboro.
I'll bet you that you could look on YouTube and come up with that.
Oh, there is. There's all sorts. I'm talking about the big stars, though. Your cup drivers, they don't race on those tracks. Not in the Cup Series. And I would love to see some of those tracks put into the Cup Series. Like the Daytona 500 used to be on the beach, or at least a portion of the race was on the beach.
Yeah, back in '49.
Well, they didn't have YouTube back then, did they?
No.
Yeah, back in '49.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I enjoy watching some of the dirt track racing that they have and stuff. They have some pretty good races there, but it's not in the Cup Series, and I would love to see the Cup Series do more. So a couple of races a year anyway. I mean, they do road courses, they do long tracks, medium-sized tracks, and short tracks. Why not throw a few more tracks on in there? And do some dirt racing.
Now, years ago, we had a stock car track not too far from here. And my father would take us to the stock car races every Saturday night. And that was fun. And we actually knew some of the people that raced personally.
I've got to know a few of the races around this area, and I've tried to talk to them about NASCAR. You know what they all say about NASCAR? Oh, we ain't got time to watch that. We're busy racing ourselves.
There you go. Turn left.
They don't even, all these diehard racers around here, and they're at the track every weekend racing their cars. They don't bother with the NASCAR, watching NASCAR.
Okay, Adam, check your email. I sent you a link. If you'd like to come up, you're more than welcome.
This Friday, I got races for dirt track
What's that, John?
go-karts. This Friday, I got dirt track go-karts. Oh, sorry, my
Oh man, John, speaking of the go-kart.
Iron Dog says Grizz don't
This
race,
Friday-
but
this
he
Fri-
does have racing.
this Friday,
right?
I got go-kart races.
What was that, Kim? What did he say?
He said that Grizz don't race, but he does
Racing.
have racing stripes.
Them skunk stripes.
What's up?
Hello,
Stars and
Adam.
stripes.
Hey,
Stars
Adam.
and stripes.
No, that down here in Junction City, John, I was going to tell you years ago what they used to do is they used to close down the main part of town, the main block or whatever. They'd close it completely down, and then they'd put stack hay bales around all the way around, on the sidewalk. So spectators could go on the sidewalks, but on the outside edge, all the way around, they stack bells. I mean, this is farm country, so there's plenty of bells of hay to get. And then they'd bring all the kids out with their go-karts, and they'd have races all day long on their go-karts, right downtown. It was so cool to go out there and watch them.
Marie said that a crane fell in Seattle.
Uh-oh. I'll have to check that on
Yeah, I
out.
heard about that.
Wonder if it was a borrowed train. I thought it was them. They're electric train, run off 440 volt. I used to get flown across the countryside at one time, setting those Morrow cranes on up.
Hey, Grizz,
Yo,
I got a Chevy.
you got a Chevy?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
It runs good.
I have a Chevy.
Yeah, but it's a car. That's different. It's not a truck. I mean, a Chevy truck is going to be called a Chevy truck. It should be called a Chevy station wagon with a pickup bed.
Oh, that looks nice, Adam.
It's one of them
Which, you see it again.
midget cars.
I actually did get to see our Cadillac yesterday.
Let's see it again, Adam.
Start parking.
There's my other Chevy. That's a Cobalt. And this is a Sonic.
You can't see.
Oh
it.
man,
Cars. The Chevy makes some good cars.
Yeah, they got like, one's got 60,000 on it and the other one's got about 23.
I do like Chevys, and I like Chevy pickups too. My whole deal on the Chevys is that it's all just giving Bobby a bad time. Actually, Chevy pickups are actually my favorite. If I'm going to say that I'm going to be a Chevy or Ford or a Dodge man, I would have to say that I'm Chevy, only for the mere
I love that Chevy.
deal that a Chevy is more comfortable on my back. The Chevy trucks, especially the older Chevys. The newer Chevys, not so much, but.
I love that Chevy we had. I wish we didn't get rid of him. Well, you didn't.
But I have nothing against Chevys. I just like Raz and Bobby.
well, you know, if always before, it just depends on the deal.
Yep. It's still that way with me. If I'm looking in the market for a pickup, I don't care if it's a Ford, Dodge, or Chevy. It's all about the deal.
And the price. Mhm.
That's right.
And the sad part about it is you can get a better deal with Chevys on buying a used Chevy than you can a Ford.
I don't know why.
Okay, Gene Chambers is in Florida, Grizz.
Uh-huh.
Our dog
On
just said
vacation.
that.
On vacation, huh?
Well, I don't know. He said he just messaged him.
You would think that he'd be going to Florida during the winter months when all that snow was there in Maine.
Well, I don't know. Somewhere they were supposed to have snow right now.
Hey, let us
Oh,
know,
man.
let us know, let us know.
And it ain't even Christmas.
That's weird.
I'll tell you what, it was pretty chilly out there.
Oh, it was about 35 when I got up this morning here.
In the house.
No, in the house it was about 32.
Oh.
It was colder in the house than it was outside.
What happened? Somebody didn't like the fire.
It's coming up to
No.
90 degrees here today.
I don't like lighting the fire this time of year, even though it's cold in the house, because in the afternoons it gets pretty warm on out. And that's just a trailer house. I mean, it gets pretty hot in there pretty easy. So we try to keep it cool in the morning so the afternoons are a little more comfortable inside there.
It's coming up to 90 degrees up here today.
Some of us ain't rich folk, can't afford air conditioning or climate control.
We don't have.
Well, I don't know if I can afford it either, Grizz. But I'm going to have it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my take on life is if you burned it, you got the money to do it, even if it puts you on edge on the edge of the finance, man, stay as comfortable as one can stay. Whatever it takes.
Right.
I like razzing people about having money, but I got a lot of respect for people that have earned their money to be in the situation where they're at.
I'm a cheapskate. I always go with that. So I have.
Well, you know, I'm far from being rich, but I've always.
So he said driving a Cadillac.
He's not driving.
Yeah, I know, but I manage my money to where I can get that Cadillac.
Yep.
I'm giving him.
I'm more than proud to have it. You know, I'm not trying to snub people. Oh, hey, look what I got, but I kind of did. But I thought it was a great video.
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa had 2 Cadillacs before he died.
Well, you know what? You
Yeah,
can't
it
put a
is.
doing it cheap sticker on a Cadillac.
No, she won't let me do it.
It just wouldn't fit a doing it cheap on a Cadillac. Now,
Well, she
doing
said
it.
no, no political sticker, no more.
Hey,
Our car is
just
doing it
for
too.
funsies now, Kim. Just for funsies. You seen those magnetic signs?
Yes.
Get one made up that says "doing it cheap" that looks like it's painted on there or something. And stick that to the side of her car.
Well, she'd probably allow that.
Well, yeah, but don't tell her that it. Don't tell her that it's a magnetic sign. What I'm saying is get the magnetic sign and then borrow the car to go to town. Say, hey, I got something to do. Take it to town. Pick up the magnetic sign, put it on there, and come back about 2 or 3 hours later. And say, hey, it took them a while to get the sticker made up, but check it on out. Don't look at it that it comes off.
Should I put this one on the glass?
I can't see what one you got there. Show it again. Yeah. Make that a magnetic sticker. Put that on there.
I had that on the PT Cruiser. I made 2 of them. She said that ain't going on my car.
What does it say?
Don't blame me. I didn't vote for Trump.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't vote in neither.
I voted for neither of them.
Don't blame me. I didn't vote for Trump or Obama or George Bush or Bill Clinton or any of them.
I didn't want them.
Now, I do have to admit, I did. The last Republican that I actually voted for was George Bush Sr. I didn't vote for him on the first election, but I did on the second election. The reason why I voted for him the second time around is because I really liked Barbara Bush as first lady. But of course, he didn't win the second election. But
Well, you know the sad part of it is, I'm actually
What's the sad
agreeing.
part?
I'm actually agreeing with Trump. I'm not saying that I'm for him or anything, but we need to stop people from coming in. Our country is full. We need to start taking care of our people here.
I agree with a lot that Trump's doing. Yeah, I gotta say that. I still maintain that the best illegal immigration control is stop dangling the carrot and invite them here. You know, I mean, that's like taking the way I see it. That's like taking your child, give them a piece of candy, take a candy down there at level where they reach into it, pull a piece of candy out of that bowl, give it to them, let them eat one piece of candy and tell them how yummy it is, and then take a stick and crack their hand next time they reach for it. If you don't want them to have the candy, take it out of their reach. Don't let them have it. Don't tease them with it. And that's the same way with their policies here.
I gotta tell our dog something real quick. He said that's because Pam's a Trump supporter. Well, I'll tell you what, that would be grounds for divorce right there.
You know, people are dying every day. Most of them are getting shot by law enforcement.
Well, the people dying every day is not by Trump enforcement. That's by politics, period. That's been going on for whether it's a Republican or a Democratic administration. That's been going on for years.
Well,
We try to single out no matter who's president. We single out and say all the bad stuff about him. And Trump does get a bad rap on some of this stuff. Just like Obama got a bad rap on a lot of stuff too.
oh yeah. Now, maybe I can see chat now. Oh, it froze up. Nothing new.
Yeah, you're going to have to read chat for us now, John.
I got my taters picked from my tomatoes.
Hey, I gotta go.
Catch you later, John.
Julie might drink.
At least the roosters aren't crowing right beside me now.
It sounds like you're over a little bit.
Yeah, they're over by the garden now.
Stand up, SB Church, LSD Church, or SB.
That's Mormon.
Mormon.
LSD.
LSD, that's what I thought. But it sounds like they're doing LSD.
LDS.
LDS.
It's not LSD, it's LDS.
They have that on now. Because
LDS stands for Later Day Saints. Ain't that right, Kim?
'Cause that's where
I didn't catch it.
My nephew's
They were
name
talking
was
about the
Bill.
Church of the Later Day Saints, and I told them that LDS stands for Later Day Saints.
Oh, okay. Where is Mr. Bobby?
they got
Hey, Bobby.
out so far.
Now that we got Bobby here, just a second here,
He got 36 of them out of there.
I gotta show Bobby what a real truck looks like.
They got 2 points out so far.
None of these toy trucks like Chevy makes. This is a working man's truck over here. You see that, Bobby? That's a working man's truck. It's not a toy Chevy. That's the real deal. That truck right there, that will get the job done. Now a Chevy, it just sits in your yard and looks pretty. Okay, I want to hear Bobby's response.
Okay. Iron Dog said he's leaving, gonna let it run. Thank you, Iron Dog.
Later,
Take care.
He hadn't responded yet. He's probably still typing.
he did pretty good yesterday, he said.
Bobby did?
Yard, Iron Dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, with his hot dog truck?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd eat his hot dogs. I would. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be going and getting her here in a little bit.
I wonder.
Okay, wait a minute. Bobby says that is nothing compared to a Chevy truck, man.
Yeah, when it's parked in the yard, yeah. Chevys always look better when they're parked. It's when they're going down the road with a load, you just can't trust them. Oh.
My brother-in-law, I don't know what brand he's got, but it's a diesel motor. Rosanna. They're going to move her out of the hospital into a 2-bedroom apartment. I went yesterday and helped them. They moved furniture from Pam's mother's house, and they'll probably fine tune it today. I didn't stay the night, and Pam's probably still going to stay down there until they get her mother moved. And so thank you for asking, Rosanna.
And I've been having problems with cramps lately.
Oh boy.
I need to take some Midol or something.
Well, you can't buy them, but them quinine pills help a lot.
Do they?
Yep, but you can't buy them. The last ones that I bought from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But they caught on, and they're like $35 a pill now.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll live with the cramp at that rate.
they make some stuff that you can buy from Walmart. Pam buys it, but it's not near as good. It don't help me.
I just need to start drinking more water. And I don't mean mountain water. I mean regular water. I mean, because what causes cramps is dehydration.
Yeah. Well, my problem is I drink too much coffee.
Which dehydrates you.
They tell me is a diuretic.
Well, coffee dehydrates you too.
That's what
Coffee and alcohol both.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm always getting a tongue lashing from the doctor. He says, you need to drink more water. I do drink water. I run it through the coffee maker first. Yeah, Rosanna, Grizz is talking about leg cramps.
Oh man, about 3 or 4 days ago, I got a leg cramp that was just about had me in tears. And it wasn't just one part of my leg; it was my whole leg.
Well, I've heard of drinking vinegar, but I can't do it, and I've tried it, and it don't work for me.
I don't know about vinegar for cramps, but I mean, I do drink a lot of vinegar. I mean, I love the taste of vinegar. I don't like vinegar in my hot sauce, but I love drinking vinegar. Especially early in the morning when you get on up and you got cotton throat. Vinegar or pickle juice, man, that's the best thing you can have for cutting cotton throat.
I know, Marie, it's terrible. But
Check the
I don't take the pills that I have on hand all the time, only when I have a severe attack. But I've had Charlie horses so bad I couldn't get out of bed. And finally, I'll roll out on the floor. And if I can make it to the kitchen to get me a pill, it stops immediately. It really works. But you can't buy them now because, you know, quinine's a poison. You don't take that much. You don't take it to the amount it's going to kill you. Well, hello, fat boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fat boy. Chicken shit, or king shit rather now. Not he's no longer chicken shit.
Well,
King shit cornered fat boy.
and then I'll cut up the olives.
He let him have it again. I'm telling you, fat boy. Fat boy don't want no part of king shit anymore.
Go get your ball or get your bone. Go get your bone. Go. I don't know where you put your ball. Go get it. Go get your ball. Go get your own ball. I don't know where that. I don't have it. You threw it yesterday. Did you find it? I don't know where she left it. Over by the other fire. Oh, she gotta go.
Well, Grizz, what are you going to cook on the fire today?
This evening I might do a fire to cook something on there. I haven't decided yet whether it be venison or chicken.
Uh,
I might even do a bit.
I
I
have
might do a bit. Stir fry.
to go eat cat or go eat chicken from Pondo.
Well, see, we only got 2 cats in the neighborhood left now, and I'm saving them for breeders to try to build up the population again.
Oh. No cat.
Well, we had a pleasant day yesterday. My wife's brother came on down. It's been half a day here.
My brother.
That's what I said. My wife's brother.
What, the pasta? Yeah.
Well, Pam is going through all the paperwork she can find at her mother's house. They're trying to get all the personal stuff out of there. And then they're talking about maybe listing the house.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a good I don't know if Robbie.
Does the mother sound like she wants to stay? Would want to stay in the assisted living for the rest of her life, or?
Well, I don't know about that, but she's on board about getting rid of the house.
Mm-hmm.
She's finally figured out, she's talked about it for years, that there was too much for her to take care of.
So she's ready to size down one way or the other. Then that's cool.
Yeah, if they can swing the payments and stuff, and Pam says she's got plenty of money, go for it.
Yeah.
It is a nice apartment. The only thing is, and I think it's a good thing, she's clear to the back corner of this facility. And she's got her own back door. That's the way we carried stuff in. And then she's got a door that opens up into the hallway. And then you can get to all the apartments. Now, I didn't go anywhere. We was carrying stuff in, and then all of a sudden everybody disappeared. And I walked in there to see if I could figure out where they went, and there was a door open to the hallway. I thought, oh my God, this ain't hers too.
Different floors.
Then I realized
That building going
the hallway
South Georgia
down
through
through the where you could get to all the apartments. But I think she'll be quite comfortable. She'll be able to have her own car if she does get to where she can drive.
The ones with,
I mean, I think that she's going to eventually get better. If it just depends if she's going to work at it.
Yeah.
How do you get on YouTube?
get them out.
I'll be right back. I got to grab one more cup.
All right. I got to look up.
Well, tell me what's going on, Adam.
Not much. Just working and worked in the yard yesterday. Mowed the grass. Did the flower beds.
Do you have a big yard?
Nah, we're right off the main road. I got a big backyard, but it's all trees.
Oh, by a restaurant.
Oh man, that's a bunch of trimming.
Yeah, we just kind of let it grow wild.
Oh, you don't mow it?
Nah, it's got too many. It's out of control. I'd have to have a bush hog come in and clear it. I got a bunch of 100-foot pines in the back, so you can't really do much with those.
Chris can.
I'm
What's
sure he
that?
could.
What was it?
Cut down 100-foot pines.
Oh yeah, we could do something with that.
I got about 12 of them that need to come down.
Pine is really hard to work with. When you cut it, it wants to warp and split. You know, I mean, it wants to pull apart.
Ah, he does sound like Chong, don't he? Hey, Grizz. My wife says she sounds a little bit like Chong from
As
Cheech
long as
and
I
Chong.
don't like Cheech.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Labrador, he got it, but I followed him around for 2 weeks. I got it back.
Yeah.
Let me get that right. Let me get it right here. See if I can do it with his hat.
Yeah, they were.
The bill in this hat won't curl up on me to give me those squinty stoner eyes.
Dave. Dave not here, man. No, I'm Dave. No, Dave not here, man.
Let me in. Who is it? It's Dave. Let me in. Dave's not here.
I love that show.
Yeah, that was a good movie. The police are coming. It's Dave. Let me in. Dave's not here.
Yeah, Up in Smoke. That was a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, one day off.
I like that one scene there where he's at the police station at the restrooms, and the one cop was taking a leak and he was complaining about no respect or whatever. And was it Chong or Cheech? One of them was pissing on the cop's leg while the guy was complaining about no respect.
The other day we was on here and was talking about that auto start and stop.
Yeah.
And look up what the starter costs. Well, I did, and it's $194 for a starter,
Oh, yeah?
and about that for a alternator, I think. Well, for me, I'm not a mechanic, so it's not the price of a starter. It would be the price of getting it fixed and having someone to fix it, out there on the road. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday I raised the hood and looked, and I found where you plug that modem in, but I didn't do it because I want to be around in case something happens that it don't work right, so I can unplug it. Hello, Greg. How are you this fine morning?
Oh, I know.
But
Yeah, it'd be best if he got home when you did all that.
yeah, she'll eventually get here, and I want to make a video on it.
Oh yeah.
I want to drive it and show how it stops, and then put it on and then drive it and see if it works. But they said that you got 90 days. If you're not satisfied, they'll give you your money back. If it
Now, how
fails
much did it?
2 years, he'll replace it.
How much did it cost?
$140.
140. Well, a starter that costs $195, it seems to me like it's probably made to be ran quite a bit. Then it's probably a lot heavier duty build starter. I'm not talking about the size of it, but the engineering behind it.
Right? But I just don't like the feature. It's aggravating.
Mm-hmm.
Wood.
Yes, Bobby, I'm talking about the Cadillac.
Yeah, it's another Chevy, Bobby. You know, another failed Chevy engineering design. Yeah, typical Chevys. If Bobby ever comes out here to see me, the first thing he's going to do is give me a big old slap on the back of the head.
But it's just the idea, Chris. Every time you come up to the stop sign, you put the brake on.
So,
Well, is it going to
your
stop?
phone, live.
Is it going to start? I mean, you know.
I can't read the comments on here, but I can read them on there.
So, Adam, did I tell you about the fish that I caught?
Uh-uh.
I was out here fishing on the pond with my yacht, and I snagged onto this nice fish. I fought that fish all day long. It took me 12 hours to get that fish up to the side of my boat.
Uh-huh.
And I looked over the edge of it. There's just one eyeball. It was about this big around. It ran across the other side of my yacht. You know, it had to dodge around the swimming pool and the tennis court and everything, of course. Got to the other side of the boat. I looked over that edge, and there was the other eyeball, about this big around.
Uh-huh.
I cut it loose because it was too small for bait.
You are so flat.
You're crazy.
Did I tell you about the fish that I caught that its shadow weighed 5 pounds?
Uh-uh.
Wisconsin Greg said they got snow last night.
Oh, wow.
Did they?
We're almost into May.
We don't have
That's that global warming.
Yeah, I'd like to get some of that global warming here for the wintertime, man. It ain't fair that the South gets all the nice weather.
Yeah.
And I'm not even up north in Wisconsin where Greg's at. No, it was about 35 degrees this morning, Greg, when we got here. It was still chilly this morning. But this vitamin D that's coming from the sun sure is feeling good right now.
I'll bet. Well, yesterday morning, I shut the furnace off. I thought there's no sense of letting it run, even if it would get cool in here. And when I got home yesterday evening, about 3 o'clock, it was about 62 in here. Not a problem. I just hit that switch and off she run.
I don't know. He's mowing the sidewalk, I guess.
So where is it that you live at, Adam?
Outside of Atlanta.
Do you do a bit of catfishing there? Or?
They got a few pay ponds. But like the Chattahoochee, it's pretty, you can't use live bait in certain sections where I live. I guess there's a lot of trout in there, I guess. I don't know. But
yeah, we're not allowed to use live bait out here at all either, other than worms and crickets.
And Lake Lanier's got so many houses around it, you can't really, unless it's a boat ramp, it's hard to fish it unless you got a boat. So
I do a lot of my fishing at Captain D's.
that's where we went Friday.
I never come home hungry.
Captain D's. We get the family pack.
I
do
haven't
not-
done it for I haven't done it for a long time, but I like going out on the lake with my boat and take my little propane barbecuer, just a portable barbecuer. Take that on the boat, and as you're catching the trout, as soon as you catch it, throw it in the barbecue. Wrap it with tinfoil and butter and lemon. Pull that on out, man. You don't get any better fish when it's just fresh out of the lake. Just boom.
Oh yeah.
From the lake right into the barbecuer.
You do clean it though, don't you, Grizz?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But we have a way of doing it when we're doing that there that we don't even take a knife to clean them. You bite them right underneath the neck here. You take the fish, you just bite it, rip it open, stick your finger in there, just rip the fish open, rip the guts on out, throw it on the barbecue. That's when I had teeth.
I don't think I'd be doing that.
Yeah, when you're hungry, you would.
I don't know if I'm going to get that hungry. But I like Captain D's. Pam, she likes Long John Silver's. So there's a conflict there. There has been a lot of times that when we go to eat or, we want something to eat and we're going to bring it home, I'll go through Long John Silver's and get her meal and then drive right down the road and go through Captain D's and get mine. And then we'll come home and eat it.
Ooh, point that at me, baby. Point it at me. That looks hot. Ooh, she's getting ready to air. She's going to fire.
You want to shut it?
You guys can't see it.
I'm gonna go out there and smoke in a minute.
Bobby, don't get hurt working on that Chevy.
Bobby, I would think that you'd have something more productive you could do with your time rather than working that on that old beat up dead Chevy.
Oh.
That is a nice looking truck that he has. I am jealous. That is a good truck. This them 73 Chevys.
I wish we had ours. I miss that truck. I love driving it.
But don't tell Bobby I said that.
I had an old Dodge state truck. It had a 318 in it. The truck fell apart before the motor did.
Dodge makes a really good truck. I mean, their running gear is pretty tough. Their motors are tough. The one thing that I don't like about the Dodges, I had a 360 in a Dodge pickup, and the motor was a really dependable, reliable motor. But that Dodge 360, when I'd try to go up a hill with it, empty, I'd go from 65 miles an hour, slow it down to 40. I mean, it would slow down on every single hill. It was so gutless, that 360 was. I tried everything. Then one day I flipped the air cleaner upside down so it would get more air. And then I had loads of power. But I mean, it's just that one that I had, it was undercut on the air. And it was, I tried new air cleaners on it. That didn't make a difference. It just, the airflow through that they had set up was not enough for them. The other thing I don't like about the Dodges is they got horrible gas mileage.
I got a rooster in my bushes right now. A brown one.
Is it yours?
What's that?
I got a rooster in my bushes. It's over there digging with his feet. Must be looking for grubs or something.
Is it your rooster?
No, it's the neighbors.
Yeah, it sounds like chicken dinner for you tonight.
That's what I was thinking.
It was up in my flower bed kicking all my mulch out yesterday.
These ones you gotta put.
My grandma would have that in the noodles.
Can you see it?
Let me cook on you. Yeah, I can see it.
It's walking.
Yeah.
It's got a little red head on it. It scared the wife yesterday. It was almost by the front door. She didn't know what the heck it was.
This one's good.
Yeah, he's just putting through the bushes.
It's like I heard him and I was like, I didn't know what the heck it was.
This area was cleaned up, but you're in the toilet bowl. Right.
You get the monkey board.
You get your fence up?
Right.
Yeah. I got the fence up around the garden, the temporary one. Throughout the summer, I'll start building another fence. But this one's just a temporary.
What, you gonna put wire across there?
Well, I put up deer netting around it. Is what I put on up there.
Oh, okay.
The same deer netting that I had up around it last year. Keep the deer on out as well as the birds. But when I put the permanent fence in, I'm going to run chicken wire around the bottom 2 or 3 foot, and then it'll have the deer netting or something up higher. Or maybe it'll just be field fencing because our chickens don't fly much. I don't think that they would fly even through a field fencing. You know, if they could get up high enough, they just wouldn't mess with it. But you know, so the bottom 2 or 3 foot is all I need to do to keep the birds on out. But I need to go up to 7 foot to keep the deer on out.
They can jump over the hill.
But having deer in the garden isn't near as bad as having chickens in the garden. If I catch the deer in the garden, because that's why I have the garden, is to fill my freezer with.
Right. Well, you're allowed to shoot them if they're in your garden, right?
No, not unless it's hunting season.
See, down here in Georgia, if it's like a nuisance or something like that.
Well, we do have a nuisance deal here, but we can't shoot them ourselves out of the garden. We have to report it, and then the Fish and Game comes on out there and they take a deer count, and then they allow a nuisance hunt, and you have to be on, in order to be able to get that hunt, you have to be on the list. And whoever's on the list, they call people through the list to come on out. And whether the deer's on your property or around the area, it's for the area. Then it's not just your garden. To send if there's too much deer population outside of that, the nuisance deer you can't shoot your own deer, shoot deer that are a nuisance deer. It has to go through the system. Kind of a crock, if you ask me, but it is what it is with government getting in the way.
Well, that's one of them things. There's no black and white. Yeah, there's no gray to it.
Yeah.
Somebody could say, "Hey, he was a nuisance. I shot him. He fell right in my deep freeze."
Well, I understand why they do it, because so many people take advantage of the gray part of the law, where they'll plant a garden just solely for the purpose to draw the deer in, just to shoot them, and they'll shoot 4, 5, 6 deer out of the garden, even when that's not really a problem, and then they put it in the freezer, and then maybe they'll sell it or do whatever. But that's not what it should be. It should be that if you have a garden and it's really a problem, you can't plant the garden to attract the deer. You just have the garden. I think you should be able to pop the deer on out there. But it's the people that abuse that and say, okay, this is a good way for me to get my deer.
You guys get any elk out there?
Oh yeah, we got elk all over the place, but I don't hunt for them anymore. We only have 1 week to hunt elk, and this country is so rough out here on hunting that I can't hunt like I used to. I used to get out there and pound the brush go out there and be in the woods all day long. You know, I hunt and stock, but I can't hunt and stock anymore. The only way I can hunt elk is sitting on a stand, and that's a luck of the draw to have an elk come to you on a stand.
They're pretty big. I know that.
Yesterday,
Oh, they're great eating.
go ahead.
Yeah. I said they're great eating elk are. I love eating them.
Yesterday morning, when I was going south town here, I seen a coyote. This lady was coming toward me, you know, she flashed the lights and I thought, oh, there's a stater up here. But I was running the speed limit. And sure enough, there was it wasn't a stater, it was a coyote right there by the road. So I slowed way down. He went back into the field.
Mm-hmm. The day before yesterday, was it yesterday morning when we had the turkey here?
It was the day before.
Or maybe it was
I seen your
Pardon?
video on the turkey. I seen your video on the turkey. That's
yeah,
pretty
we had. They come here on occasion. We don't see turkey on our property all that often, but we just happen to be able to catch it at that time. I would like to do something to attract more turkey here, because I wouldn't mind popping one on occasion.
Well, Grizz, it's coming up on 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I better start getting ready to go. I got to go to the friend's house to the race today. So
Yeah.
Too nice to be in a building.
Y'all
We'll
take it
see
easy.
you
Have a good day.
Not that I'm starving, but I'm going to go eat.
I ain't even had my breakfast yet.
I appreciate everybody being on here. I see Greg and Cyril Killer. Oh, Adam dropped off before I could say bye to Adam. If you can still hear me, Adam, thank you for coming on the panel. We'll do it again soon.
Sounds like a plan. We'll catch y'all later.
All right. May the peace and the power of the Lord be with you. Goodbye.